right in time. That con came right in time. Man, I want to tell you the water because I actually stopped the stream and then I went back to it. Well, on here on this streaming yard on Restream, what you can do is you can. Oh, yeah, all praise. I just got the notification that my microphone is hooked up. All right, all praise. All right. Hey, I really appreciate that. So I started out this video saying that I've always been sincere. I'm genuine. This is just me being transparent up front. You know, I'm a everyday Hebrew. I drink alcohol. I smoke cannabis. You know, I have issues, and we all have issues. And the reason why I say that is because whenever we present information, I want to share something. My name is Patrick. In case you didn't know, my name is Patrick. Shalom. My name is Patrick. Nice to meet you. Shalom. So the first time that I did the audio, I talked about hurt and all the stuff that that we feel and that's wrong. All right, let me turn the audio down. That should be better. All right, that should be better. All right. So I talked about the hurt and all the stuff that we go through in Yashral and all the time down food. And I just hey, listen. The ending point was this right here. We're not allowed to stand against the blood of our neighbor. All right. Leviticus chapter 19 tells us to people, and that's a real big thing that Yashral does. All right. Not showing sincere love. I also mentioned how all the signs of Christ coming are right here in front of us, and it's absolutely terrifying. Some people, they want to act like they are brave and, saying, yeah, it is a great and glorious thing that our king is coming, but it's also terrifying. It's terrifying that our king is coming. It's terrifying the signs that we're seeing around the earth. And you can agree with that, saying you have some type of, do you have any gravity of what's going on around the earth? Do any of you really know about everything that's going on around the earth? That's a real question. Yeah. Yeah. So let me get into this real quick. All right. I'm gonna start this screen share and maybe some of the ones that got on earlier, there's no audio. Okay, okay, come back. So let me come back. This information is still gonna go out. We have a limited time amount of time to do it because we have to go pick up the boss pieces. All right. So real quick, let's start screen share. And from our screen share, what we're going to do is we're going to switch straight to my Facebook. All right, that's going to be the fun part. And the reason why we switch it to my Facebook is so we can boom. All right, there we go. All right, now here's the point. Let's open this up real nice and big. So outside from us just being everyday Hebrews, just being genuine people, just being genuinely Australian. That's why I title stuff Everyday Hebrews. All right. I said a whole bunch of stuff on the other video. I talked about me, my personal issues. I do have a fault, you know what I'm saying? And one of my faults is that, I partake in cannabis, but I sell a lot of cannabis for the purposes of medicinal reasons, and I do mixtures and stuff. So sometimes I test, I need to get some cannabis. So that's a personal fault that I have. All right. But the point of saying that is to say, even with that, Yasha Allah has to stop doing this thing. Like, I don't know what issues everybody has with everybody, but I know that according to Leviticus chapter 19, it's not lawful for Israel to behave the way that Israel openly behaves. Like, it's not even lawful for Yasha Allah to act the way they act. Like, I don't understand. So whenever say like me specifically, whenever I'm presenting information, I just want to ask people to be genuine and be sincere enough to say if what I'm saying is accurate or not based off what your personal thoughts is about me or any other topic that you might have pertaining to. Which I'm glad that I'm on your mind. I love you too. I love you too. All right, and the water for everybody, because as we closer to Christ's time coming, we got to be more genuine, more sincere, because you're gonna be exposed anyway. So be all the way open. My name's Patrick. It's nice to meet you, Yasharala. I've had a blessing serving you for many moons. Well, not many moons. I'm a little baby. I ain't been around for a little bit. I'm a young man. But I've had the honor of doing it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of you don't know my name. My name is Patrick. Patrick. Hey, Shalom. Shalom, my name's Larry. It's nice to meet you guys. And everyday Hebrews, I'm going to be more transparent because I found out something. Either way it go, I offend people. I don't mean to, but I offend people just apparently by being alive. That sucks. Because I put in a lot of effort to not hurt people anymore. Look at this real quick. So this is my Facebook post. It's pretty fun, pretty cool. Everyday Hebrews, right? Hey, shalom. Right? For my flat earthers, you can't get around. I want to tell you something. 80, 95% of your doctrinal issues would be resolved if you just read it in the language it's written. I said it, please, I got that from the elder, one of the Zaquanian talking about, a few Zaquanian. Please come to the realization that you live on a sphere. Now, if a lot of you just said, put your hands up, and listen, it matters because according to the Most High's holy convocation time frame, which all men have sinned and all men have sinned and transgressed. So I'm not saying anybody's doing everything perfectly. We're not going to until Christ gets here. But it's up to us to show and to push a better standard. It's up to us to at least try to have a better, to try to show the children coming up. Like, what are we gonna say? Everything just don't matter. That's corn. That's I can't do that. What's real is what's real. You know what I'm saying? So please come to the realization. I feel like somebody would have took this and been like, "Oh, that's what's up." Like, no pun intended. That's what's up. Now I know there's a lot of click, clack, and TikTok, all this stuff. Yo, shalom, man. I gotta hit this brother up, man. Are we friends? I gotta message you, brother, man. I love you, man. Lazarus Israel, man. I said I want to give an apology to this brother Lazarus Israel, man. This brother, man, you know, he's offended, man. The brother's offended. He's offended because one of the ribs that, you know, as far as I know or knew, is a part of my household, showing off her body on social media, saying things that she shouldn't say, which reflects back on all of Yashara, not just on me, and not just on her, but it reflects back on, you know, these women's fathers, you know, women saying stuff they shouldn't say, doing things they shouldn't do. It makes them look bad as just people, especially when it's like, dang, Yashara, right? But you talk like a whore, you dress like a prostitute, you talk like a, you know, now me, gratefully, I don't watch that stuff. One of my favorite songs is Facebook Drama by Northern Cree. I'll press delete in a heartbeat, like, oh, nope, never mind, I got other stuff to do. But when other people are offended, it's like, man, you know, well, now as a nation or as a good law-abiding citizen of Yasharala, I'm obligated to speak up. Whether it's my son, you know what I'm saying, we're all obligated to do that. But we just don't want to. But unfortunately, the spirit of Vashti goes throughout Israel like crazy. And women pick up on that. And a lot of women are going to die because of that. They're going to die because of that boredom spirit of leaving their husband and being free, all that stuff. And we just, as men alone and men of Israel, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us just, you know, you all are, you know, going to find out what the Bible says. That's it. You're going to find out what the Bible says. What does the Bible say? Stick around. Maybe we'll talk about it. So yeah, man. So salute to the brother Lazarus. Yashar, I gotta make sure I send you a message, man. You know, you're such a good, loving brother, man. As far as I know, call me when you can. So go out for your salutes, and I apologize for the offenses that came from the women that's associated with me, that was supposed to be operating in truth, righteous covenant. You know, got whole marriage documents on them, they parents' signatures. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, shame on them, man. Shame on them. The Bible says it's gonna happen to them. So I apologize for, you know what I'm saying, for those offenses. You know, please know that they're not of my accord. When Moses' wife threw their son's foreskin in his face, come on, man. What did my shot have to do with that? I haven't been disrespected that bad. I've had Israelite women punch me, pull out knives on me, kick me on my stomach, spit on me, steal my money, destroy my property, you know, lie on my reputation, my name. I've had Israelite women do a lot of things to me. I've had them take my children, you know, do it, just be rude, you know, call me their pimp. I've had black Israelite women say, I'm your pimp, pay me. But I've never had a black Israelite. I've never had an Israelite woman, Hebrew woman. Never had a Hebrew woman throw my son's penis foreskin in my face. That's the ultimate disrespect. I don't know how, you know, your baby's dick skin face. That's how much she respects you. After that, that's why that woman lived by herself forever. She went and visited. She visited. Her sons came and visited, but so and a lot of that is because of what the Israelite women do. So the point of saying that is to say that's a cold one. That's a cold one. All right, so let's get to this real quick. So irregardless of like a person lot, the reality is that what they're saying is true. It's true. Let me show you this, and I hope that you all can see the screen. It says the earth. This is from the Bible. Okay, this is from the book of Genesis. Genesis chapter 1. All right, earlier I was reading all the Hebrew and all that stuff. Let's go to it. This is the book of Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God, Allah, create the heaven, and Wa'ath. I love that. The earth. Ha-Ratazah. Now, the word Ratazah is our key word. That's our focus word, Ratazah. The word Ratazah is the word earth. What did we just read, everybody? If you was watching this, regardless of how you feel, what you think, what your perspective is, put the number 1 in the room if you heard what you just read. If you didn't hear, I'm going to read it again. Put the number 1 if you heard and comprehend what we just read, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. That's all. I'm not trying to get you to be like, I'm tricking you to agree with me. I'm not tricking you into being like, oh, yeah, no, I wasn't saying that. I don't do that type of stuff. Well, yes, I do. But I don't do it as a hobby. I do it as a tactic. If whenever, somebody's being dishonest and I'll try to defend myself and face to face, or if somebody calls themselves a Messiah. So I shouldn't say that because I do it. But I do it. But I'm not doing it now. So right there, put a 1 in the room if you understand that we're reading Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. That's it. All right. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Put a 1 in the room if you understand that's what you just heard. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. If you understand, you do. If Esau was like, do you understand you're the right to remain silent? Do you understand? I'm gonna make a peanut butter jelly sandwich without peanut butter while I wait on y'all to put 1s in the room. Fire. In the beginning, I ain't gonna go to a bunch of scriptures. We're just gonna deal with Genesis 1 right now. Plus, I gotta go pick up y'all's nieces while you're out. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Let's read it in Hebrew. Ba'arashwath. Ba'arashwath. Ba'arashyath. Excuse me. Ba'arashyath. Allahayim. God created. Bara'ah. The heaven. Hashemayim, which is the same word for waters. So flat earthers just have to understand that the atmosphere has waters in it. The ozone layer, the firmament, there's a such thing, and thank you, Father, there's a such thing. The heaven, Hashemayim. The word Shemayim is waters. Hashemayim means heavens. The clouds are in the heavens, which are waters. And you also have Mayim, waters that are down low. You have a firmament that separates the waters from up high and the waters down low. Okay? And, right? And it's Wa'ath. And you see this first prefix that's right there? That's what it's called. It goes before the word. Here's the word earth down here at the bottom. It's only 3 characters. The first character is the A, the second character is the Ra, and the second character is the Za. Aratzah. Ara. I'll spell it for you. A-R, or A-H, A, Ra, R-A, T-A-Z-A. Aratazah. Ah, A-H, Ra, R-A, Tazah, T-A-Z-A. Aratazah. That's how you say the word earth in Hebrew, right? The language the Bible is written in. No TikTok, no screenshots, no clickbait. Just biblical truth. No arguing back and forth and people insulting other people's intelligence because they don't agree. Here's the word. Aratzah. Eretz. It's how it's pronounced in modern. So you see, I'm not speaking modern, I'm speaking paleo. So eretz, right? Eretz. Part of speech, feminine noun. Root word etymology, from an unused root word probably meaning to be firm. Okay? Even after I read this to you, I'm going to show you something I know the elder didn't show you. And if he did show you, salute to your elder. And if you didn't know it, just acknowledge that you didn't know this. Just acknowledge that you didn't know it and that it is giving you something to bounce your thoughts off of. Because ain't nobody else get TikTok and Instagram is killing you. You Negroes watching adult Cocoa Melon. Woo! You Negroes is adult Cocoa Melonites. Sit your children in front of Cocoa Melon. See what happens. Let them watch. Let them play too many wobbly wobbly things. See what happens to their brain. Y'all, it's too much. Let's read the information. Watch this. Aratzah is used a total of 2,504 times. Aratzah. In the matter of land, it's used 1,543 times. Aratzah. Earth, it's used 712 times. Aratzah. Country, 140 times. Aratzah. Ground, 98 times. Aratzah. World, 4 times for the word Aratzah. Way, Aratzah. 3 times. Commonly is used 1 time. Aratzah. Field is used. Aratzah. 1 time. Nations, they say, and all the Aratzazayan and all the nations, right? Talking about people. 1 time. Wilderness. 1 time. Aratzah. Now look at this. This is what the common. I'm so disappointed in some of my Facebook friends and family members. Let me go here. 24 comments. Ridiculous. I can post the Torah portion. I can post that the sun is cracking. I can post that there's chariots that's popping out of the ocean and then give the precepts to it. But if you talk about something as stupid as, this isn't stupid. This is a big deal. If you talk about something as off to the side as this, opposed to talking to everybody says, I got your attention, Christ is coming back. 3-eye Atlas. 3-eye, it's not 31 Atlas. So if I hear any of you Negroes on the internet talking about, yeah, 31 Atlas, it's some conflict. No, listen, it's called 3-eye Atlas. It stands for Third Intergalactic. It's the Third Intergalactic. People don't know what. That's coming from outside of our galaxy that's moving in a pattern. And it was at least 6 of them that was going in a straight line. Revelation says the train of the Lord. If you don't want to believe this because you're scared that prophecy might not come true and you don't want to look stupid, so what? So on you. I'm going to warn the people. This ain't never happened in history. 31 Atlas. Look it up. All right. So we can talk about those things. But when it comes to the Torah portion, it's like, yo, y'all sleep. Look at this. All we did was take the older information of the word Hebrew, Aratzah, and show everybody that the Hebrew word is Aratzah, and the meaning is the earth. Look at the second definition, orbis terrarium. Orbis terrarium, opposed to heaven. And then the Hebrew word is right here, hashamayim. Please don't get like, don't be like, oh, I don't understand that. So don't let your eyes divert. I'm telling you what this word that's right here, this says the heavens. Waha Aratzah. It says Hashemayim Waha Aratzah. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. It's the word orbis terrarium. Look at this, everybody. I don't know how else to read this to you. I don't know how else to show this to you. But then, hold on, wait a minute. I don't have TikTok to share with you. All of these books right here that are early century books, they all describe God's perfect sphere that you live on. And then the insults that these so-called ministers throw out there without managing the comment, without managing the truth. Let's look this up real quick. We're going to look up orbis. Do you know what the word orbis is? Let's go to this screen. Easy peasy, macaroni and cheesy, right? Matter of fact, macaroni and goat cheese. O-R-B-I-S, orbis. Meaning? I don't know. I'm freestyling here. Let's just see what comes up. You know what I'm saying? I could end up stepping on a landmine. I could end up blowing my leg off. I don't want to use that because that's AI overview. AI overview ain't for me. All right, let's read down. Orbis, Wikinatori. All right, cool. LatinDictionary.net. Orbis. Now, a lot of people, when they read the word circle, and I seen my beloved brother Genesis, he went in on this. A lot of you adults don't understand the difference between a circle and a sphere. And that's ridiculous because you high level educated, but you don't understand the difference between circle and sphere. So orbis or orbis, all right. All right. We see it's one definition, circle. Two definition, sphere. Third definition, territory, region. Orbis terraneum, the world circle of lands. The word sphere is not only right here in the Bible. The word sphere is the same word that's used in Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 22. Watch. Isaiah 40. KJV BLV. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 20 and Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Now, people like to be like precept upon precept. Precept. We got to be here in the Bible. We got to be here in the Bible. Like my beloved brother Amos, who doesn't believe in reading outside of other Bibles. Not other Bibles, but he doesn't believe in reading outside of other books outside from the Bible. And that's a safe place to be. But, you know, if that's where to stay, fine. I just don't think that you should discourage others from going into the land. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean to say. So here we are, interlinear. It is he that do it. I gotta shake the spot. I told y'all this is gonna be real quick and easy, straight transparency. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the, here's the word, Aratzazah. The same word that's Genesis chapter 1 is the same word that's for sphere, that you see the root word right here. Let's open it up. Booyah. The Aramaic form nearly resembled from the Sanskrit. I don't know what that is. The hard, I have to find that. Let's go down. Especially definition 1. The earth, orbis terrarum, to the heaven. Hashemayim wa ha'aratzazah. And then look, ha'aratzazah. Heaven and earth, used for the whole creation, for the inhabitants of the earth, land, continents. So this is definition number 2 and number 3. This can't be skipped up. The word that's here is the word orbis. And then we're told that this isn't here, we should pay attention to it, but hold on. I had a brother tell me that there's no planets. But the Hebrew historian says that Flavius Josephus based the menorah off the planets. It resembles the planets. The lining up of the 7 planets. It's ridiculous how information for me is in front of us. And if I can read it, if I can see it, if I can show it to you, then now why does it become an offense? Because you don't want to accept it. The word orbis terraneum is there. And we can't get around it. Let's play around with the word orbis. All right, orbis, Latin. All right, meaning. All right, let's not do meaning. Let's do etymology. Y'all know that's one of my favorite. Oh, yeah. All right. Now here goes something else. A circle and an orb. A lot. Okay. So look, I appreciate you. So a circle and an orb. Here's the difference. A circle is flat, 2-dimensional. And I know some people are like, oh yeah, woo. An orb is a sphere, right? Which is 3-dimensional. And that's the issue. The name itself, hemisphere, tells the character. Again, we keep saying this thing. Hemi means half, sphere means entire sphere. You have a northern hemisphere, you have a southern hemisphere. Look at this. The earth, the world, the globe, often written as orbis. All right. Here's the word on what you want to look up. Just like if you're looking up in the Bible, you're trying to find new moon. You feel me? You don't always want to look up the word new moon. You want to find out when was new moon appointed. If you look up the appointment of the new moon, then that's when you'll find that it's the dark moon. See? So again, orb, sphere, all right, there's different meanings. But when people see Israelites, I'm gonna say specifically, it's like I don't know if they're gonna even acknowledge, but you gotta acknowledge that the word earth. Here, let's do this. Watch this. Let's just real quick. Earth etymology. No! I messed up. All right. I have to replace that. All right. So real quick, this was fun. Online etymology, one of my favorite websites. Now, let's see if we can find anything here. Earth, Old English, Earth, 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 Earth. Let me ask you all a question. Have you ever seen this word? EORPE. Have you ever seen this word? I have. Look what it is. It's the Old English dramatic word that's not used anymore, but it's always been there. We can't get around it. This is the planet. How's the brother told me he don't believe in planets? So now we're not even allowed to backtrack information. Look, and that's ridiculous. That's how you know it'll be a whole bunch of time down for hypocrisy. That's how you know. Because if you can show some information and then you're still just, well, it's not you, but the information is still looked at as if it's, scrutinized up under a microscope of scowlness, then it's no longer you, it's the people. It's flat out the people. Let's go back one more page. All right. Again, very easy. Genesis chapter 1. I got Tizah, right? Now, for those specific brothers, I'm doing this video for y'all specifically, for you specific brothers, because I'm going to be talking, I'm going to be communicating with you brothers. And the reason being is because it's for the sake of edification. Because this is one small matter that you're wrong about. Not just you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is one small matter that you fine-tuned or adjusted in how many more, how many others. All right. So it is he that sitteth upon the, look at this, circle of the earth. Now, people get caught up in the word circle, but look at this. A brother sent this to me earlier, and I think he was trying to show me that the word chawag, because it's not hug, it's not hug, it's not hoog, it's chawag, chawag. And the word chawag is how you pronounce what? Here you go, a circle sphere. It's right there. Use of the arch or the vault of the sky. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 20. Job chapter 22, verse 14. All of these are chawag. Please stop. When I say please stop, I'm talking to you Israelites who are omitting information. You're making yourselves look so very like little kids. Like, I got issues. Like I said, I can't be no more transparent than I am. I've heard so much about me, I don't even know who I am anymore. Ain't that crazy? Because people have said so many things about me. I'm like, who are you talking about? And they all think they're right. Can't tell them they're wrong. Can't. Because it'll always be, you were wrong. And this is what I'm telling you. I don't think I'm wrong. One, just something small like this. The word sphere is the word chawag. Here's different verses where you can find the word sphere. The word encompass and the word compass are not the same. The vault of the sky is also known as the firmament, and the vault encompasses. All of these things are synonymous. There's a big, beautiful book that's right here. I have digitally read the pages of this book. When I was little, I told my mom I wanted to be I know what I want to say, but I said I wanted to be a mannequin, but I was trying to say a comedian. She's like, a mannequin? Yeah, come see what the boy said. He said he want to be a mannequin. I'm looking at it like, why y'all laughing? He trying to say comedian. Oh, okay. And then the other one was, I wanted to be a brain doctor. All right. So in this book right here, I'm not going to tell y'all what I was thinking. So in this book right here, you have a section that's called astronomy. Now, you can't see it from where you are, but from on the screen, I can pull it up. And I can screen share and show you. This book was written by you know what? Here goes something else. I think it's so stupid and childish that I've shared information with Israelites, including my very own kin. Shared information with them. They did a 10-second Google search and tried to come back and then scoff at the information I shared them when I've been owning the books in my family library for years. Breaking them down to bridge and transfer for years. Listen, please go online and get the book Encyclopedia Britannica edition the first. If you want to find a different one, you can. But if you get the Encyclopedia Britannica edition the first, St. John Damascus, the Bible first, all right, and then translate those in Hebrew. All of these words come back to the same thing, all right. And here's something that we can't get around. The word chawag, it means sphere. And everybody knows the difference between a circle and a sphere, correct? Simple Google search will show you that the word orb is the old word for orb, which is the word for earth. I love y'all. Y'all brought come y'all shy. Listen, if you don't like anything I said on here, I didn't say this for you probably. I'm talking to specific men that are on here. A lot of people don't even really, feel comfortable when you watch my videos because, you sometimes you put your personal emotions on things that have nothing to do with what I'm trying to teach about, but I have to bear your thoughts and your passions. So I love you, brothers, and I love you, sisters. But let me get to the point. All right, here's the point right here. On this comment board right here, we have phrase, man. That's my brother Restream. On this comment board, we have 24 comments. All right, I think everybody should see that. All right, the activity on this should be the same activity that we see like within the Shabbat time, right? Israelites come together. So I'm a new L prime. He said false. So I'm a new L prime. Says keep learning and stop trying to teach. And then all right, we got Ben Yohanadan. All right, Yohanan. Oh, Yohanan, my bad. He says circle means to encompass, circuit, from the root word chawag, which means annual or as dancing around some sort of spiritual or ritual dance. Now, I want to bring you into this because you did a good job, but you omitted information. See, brother, you didn't share all the information. Before I go to the next point, because I'm really good at book, even if people don't think so, my head be processing, and I understand what my bunny, they be thinking stuff. You didn't break down all the information. So what he did was break down some of the information. Now let's go to the page. This is it. All right. This is the word. All right, so let's go to chawag. Here's the word chawag. So real quick, boom. Now that was the brother's comment. Now we're on the word that he shared. So it was a good, simple copy paste, and that's what we do. Sometimes we do that. So the word chawag does mean circle. It does mean circuit. It does mean compass. Guess what? I've already done the research to see that all of these words are synonymous with sphere. It does mean it. But they also have their own meanings. What do I mean? I mean that a circle is a circle in itself. A circle can't be a sphere, but a sphere can be a circle. You see what I'm saying? A circuit can go in different directions. And a sphere is a circuit itself. But a circuit doesn't have to be a sphere. A circuit can go like, let's say, a current, a blood flow circuit that goes in different directions. Compact. Come back to that. But let's look at this real quick. The word circle, which is what our brother over here, all right, our brother Yachanan, salute to him. All right, salute to you, brother, love you, right? All right. So our brother Yachanan, he says, about, hold on for a minute. To circle, compass, and compass circuit from root word, and then he put the kahag, but it's hawag. That's a wawa. It's there. It's not a hey or hag. Hawag, which means annual, seasonal, or dancing roundabout. Then our brother goes down to the subject of Isaiah chapter 22, 40 verse 22. Well, let me help you out, Bubba. I love it. And I ain't coming against you. Guess what? You just didn't go down enough. You got to get the information from Jusinius. Jusinius. If you go to the Jusinius information, which is older than the Strong's, Jusinius tells you right there that the word circle is sphere. Sphere used of the arch or vault in the sky. You have a vault going in a perfect sphere all the way around the earth. So that's the only thing that you missed with that, bro. But going back to your comment, Isaiah 4:22 says nothing about a ball or a globe. Hold on, wait a minute. He said Isaiah chapter 4, verse 22 doesn't say nothing about a ball or a globe. But let's see. It is he that sitteth upon the circle, the hawag of the earth. Here's the interlinear. Here's the language. We're going to scroll down. Here's the word here. It is he that sitteth upon the circle. I'm going to translate it into Hebrew. The word for Hebrew is hawag. It is he that sitteth upon the sphere. Uh-oh. So when you say don't say nothing about a circle or a sphere, you're incorrect, beloved saints. I love you, but you're wrong. There's more meanings for the word hawag. Just circle. Sphere is ball. A ball is a sphere. Now, outside from you being wrong on that point, there's books that are over here that are older than all of us. And the writers of these books also tell us that we're wrong too. The word order is orbis. Orbis, which means orb. All right. So outside from that, Christ's return is more prevalent than ever. Absolutely terrifying. Nothing we can do about the times but prepare. I'm going to share this page real quick. I gotta get out of here. I want to see if this word, aha. So look right here. This is why I don't use Bible Hub. I don't use Bible Hub. Bible Hub is basic. Look at this. Hawag. It's good. It says hawag. It says circle, circuit, compass. Right? Root word from origin. Hawag. Let's open this one up. And I'm going to scroll down because I've never used this page. A circle, compass, see origin from word, hawag, definition, vault, horizon. That's good. All right, it gives me something. But no, the term invokes a rounded enclosing form, a circle horizon, or vaulted dome that encompasses and orders what lies within it. In scriptures, this image consistently portrays the boundary setting sovereignty of God. He defines the limits of the sea and the sky, the heaven creature. Okay, so this is from Scope and Imaginary. Okay, so this is from Topical Lexicon. Okay, that one. All right. I'm not seeing anything further on shape, but I did open up Hawag over here, and it's the same information. All right, so drawn out to make it like a circle, to inscribe like a circle, Hawag, compared to Chachag, which means to inscribe a circle or to pass. All right, so nothing against Bible Hub, but Bible Hub does not give you as much information as you get from this, which is called Blue Letter Bible. So here's what you want to learn, everybody. You want to learn Jacinius Hebrew Chaldean Lexicon. So you have to purchase one of these, or maybe you can get one online. I'm gonna see if I can find one for you online. All right, so let's go share this page instead. Internet Archive. All right, let's see if we can find a lexicon online, Old Testament. Let's see. All right, and we're gonna look for the word kawag if we can find it here. Okay. Genesis Hebrew Chaldean Lexicon. Oh man, we're going into a real study, man. I gotta. Okay, so does everybody see this? This is what the Hebrew Chaldean Lexicon gives you. So whenever you're looking up languages and people are like the word circle, which excuse me, I'm not mocking. Let me stop. I'm not trying to do that. All right. But when you're looking up the words and the language, and then you're like, oh, okay, you know, I don't see where circle means this. Sometimes you got to go past the websites. Sometimes you got to go past the websites, and this is what I'm so very grateful for, because our Zaquanium taught us to read the books in Hebrew, and some Israelites didn't grow with that privilege. All right. So this is the word. Also, this is how I prove that the word NASA does not mean deceive. This is also the book that I use to prove when people are like, you can't listen to NASA. NASA means deceive. No, it don't. You just don't know how to read Hebrew. You don't. If you think NASA means deceive, you don't know how to read Hebrew. All right, let's go to the word kawag. All right. So we're sharing this side of the screen. Let me make it larger so you'll be able to see it. 507. All right, I got to shake the spot. So we're gonna go to the portions where it's the cha, the cha. I had a brother say you don't have to learn how to read Hebrew. Why? Why don't you have to learn how to read Hebrew? All right. Again, I'm over here to present what the Most High showed me. All right. Ha. All right. All right. So ha ba. I'm gonna ha wa za ha. All right. To engrave. So over here, if you look at this side, it gives you the chapters. All right. Abagada ha wa za ha. Now the word that we're looking for is ha wag. Ha wag. All right. So that's gonna be back towards the back. We're gonna go back a little bit more. All right. Now from here, what we're gonna have to do is now here what we're gonna have to do is scroll up, and we have. There we go. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, everybody. All right. I'll go back one page. Go back one page. All right. So if you can see, we're in the mic. That's ma. I hope you all enjoying navigating through this book digitally online. I believe that that's fun to do. All right. Chasha. And let's get to our Wawa. All right. So at the top of this is where we'll find. All right. I'm gonna show you how to do this. So this is our Hebrew Chaldean lexicon, right? Hebrew and Chaldean lexicon. So at the top is where it shows you. This is like when we read our headings at the top of the book. So it shows you what character you're in. All right. So we are in the cha, in the chet. All right. Charash, charash. That's the word that this page should end on, if I'm correct. All right. Or is it starts with? This page starts with. Yeah. Here we go. All right. What's that? Charab, charab. to think. Oh, chashab, chashab, chashab. All right, to sit, think, meditate. Right. Now we're looking for the Hebrew word chawag. Chawag. All right. So y'all hanging there with me. Help me find it. Okay. Chorash. Okay. So chorash starts at the top of the page. Let's go back one page. All right. We have when a chara. See. I'm gonna have wazacha taya kalamana sa'ai chawag. All right. That's tza. That's kapa. Kapa. That's kasa. Kana. Skama. That's kala. Khala. All right. Khalas. If you don't know what I'm reading, this is what I'm reading. I'm reading at the top of the screen. I'm reading these characters right here. So as we turn through, I'm reading, seeing, you know where we are. So we're looking for chawag. Chawag. Okay. I got the hawa. Chawag. Okay, here we go. Chawag. We're at the wawa. That's yeah. My bad. I got the hawa. Zacha taya kalamana sa'ai. There we go. Hawa. We're in the Wa. We're in the Wawa. All right, so this is the Wawa. All right. So now we need to find Abagada Hawa, the Abagada. All right, Abagada. So here's Ba, too far. Khara, Kawa. All right. So here's our Hawa. All right. Hawa. All right. Hawag is what we're going to look for. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Chaya. Reminds me, it's time for me to go pick up Chayaya, right? So let's see. Chaya also village. All right. Hence to see. Abagata ha was ha Chawag. All right, this is the Kushites. All right, this is where we are. All right. Chawal. Abagata ha. All right. Hawaya. Abagada hawa sa abaga. Okay, so Hawash and Abagada hawa sa Kawab. There we go. That was so good. So I hope that everybody hung in there with us. Now, if you hung in there with us, I want to give you a special treat of us reading from the original. When I copy pasted that from the website Blue Letter Bible. But you all that was on here with me, you all just watched us. We just read through. Let me copy this so you all can have it. Do you see this? Chawag, to describe a circle, to draw a circle as with compasses. Job 26:10, Syrian, go in, a circle. Kindred roots, chahab. Definition, chawag, circle, sphere. See that? So a lot of Yashalim are caught on only the word circle. They don't know the word sphere is there. They think the word sphere is not a part of the Ibraya, but chawag is used of the arch or vault of the sky. And then there's your fellow verses for it. But again, like I said, not but, and also again, like I said, what you got to do is you got to go older. You got to go older than what you've seen before. Of the older things, all right? Now here we go. I'm gonna share the link, and if you don't have that, like I have my Chaldean lexicon copy right here. I have it right in front of my stack books. But if you don't have this link, you can find it. Now I'm gonna have to prove some of the stuff these brothers said. All right. The brother, now he says, only none of the globes fall. There's only Bible translation for yourself. Does the scribe implicate? It does to implicate terrain. It says orbis terrain, brother. It's the we read it. Listen, the brother said it doesn't implicate terrain. Look at that. All right. Orbis terranium. This is it. It's orbis terranium. And the only thing is the objection is just to show orbis terranium. Yo, I got to shake the spot, man. This was fun, man. I had a brother that was on with me earlier. We was on fire, man. We was just going in. And as it got good, one of the other brothers said something. And I'm like, well, here, let me show this too. We ain't got into the books. I never come. Never come. Never show my shit. I might need to sit me out with politics.